This is the remix.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Remix Universe. In this episode, we're gonna be cooking with the remix. We're gonna be cooking chicken, rice, and vegetables. That's easy, but I'm gonna cook it the remix style. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna have ingredients for y'all to read, so y'all gonna just have to watch me cooking, because I just cook from the top of my head. Let's cook. You can cut it to as many pieces as you want to cut it. It's just up to your own preference. When you're done cutting all the chicken, heat up your stove. I like to cook all at once, so I also heat up the stove for chicken, and I'm also gonna heat up the stove for my rice. And the vegetables, I focus on that last because the vegetables are really quick to be done. I wanna make sure that everything I cook is done at about the same time. So when I cook, I like to cook healthy, and which means I also have to cook with the healthy cooking oil. I like virgin olive oil to cook with. It's the best way to go. Kinda hot. Yeah, be careful. You don't want to get splattered by oil. Hot oil, that shit will last forever. I like to add some salt right away, so at least the salt starts cooking into the chicken while the chicken is getting cooked. So once I start my chicken, I want to cook the rice right away, because the rice will take about 20 minutes to 30 minutes depending on how much rice you're cooking. And in this case, I'm going to be cooking 3 cups of rice. I like to cook a lot of food because that means leftover for tomorrow, for the next day, or pack a lunch for work, whatever. So I put 3 cups of rice to 9 cups of water. That's how I've always been taught how to cook, 1-to-3 ratio. I like to add a little olive oil in my rice. I also add spices to my rice. See, I like to cook gourmet food if I'm gonna cook for myself. So with my rice, I end up adding a little spice, maybe a little curry, a little salsa. And I'm giving you guys all my secrets. This is my universe, and this is how I cook. So now, since the chicken is cooking and the rice is cooking on the stove, now I'm gonna focus on cutting my onions, my tomatoes. As soon as my chicken is browned up a little bit, I add my onions in there and add my spices. That's the same time I'll be adding my spices as well. So at this point, I'm cutting my onions, but the problem that I have is yellow or white. I don't know, yellow or white. It doesn't really matter because it's up to your preference, what you like to taste. Both are really good. We're gonna cook yellow. Time to add the onion. So one of my key ingredients is curry. Add some curry up in there. And I add a little ginger, garlic taste to it. Ginger spice. So I like to also add some chicken flavor, it just brings the chicken flavor a little bit more out there. Just let it all marinate with the steam while the rice is cooking. Add some spice into that. Brown rice. Now I add my tomatoes in there. While the chicken is all simmering and cooking, and onions and spices and all that, now you start making the sauce. The beauty of cooking for yourself is you get to taste what you're cooking, and it tastes pretty good. And then I chop them. So now I'm gonna add the peppers in. Looks like the chicken is simmering nicely. And then cover it. Unfortunately, I'm doing ghetto status because this pan does not have a lid, but I might cook ghetto but at least the food is gonna be bomb diggity fresh. Like the vegetables. Broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables. If I had to pick any vegetables in the whole entire world that I would eat for the rest of my life, it would be broccoli. Here. Cover it up. We got the chicken right there, all set. The broccoli right there, all set. And the rice on here, all set. Now look at that. Steaming hot. You got your chicken dish, your broccoli right there, and your rice. Smells good up in here, boy. Here's to y'all. You saw how I like to cook. This is the remix food. This is how I cook every single night. Gotta try the chicken. The chicken is the best part. Kinda hot.
Oh my Linda Marie. Good Lord.
This is the remix.